welcome to my channel. I go by Kay, and today the topic at hand is Blackpink's photo cards. There's been a lot of drama surrounding it, with numerous accusations being thrown around, so we're just going to delve into the situation, look at some of the arguments surrounding it, and clarify some things. Okay, so first and foremost, a really quick summary of the situation. As we all know, Blackpink made their long-anticipated comeback on the 5th of April with Kill This Love. Now, for reasons best known to YG, physical copies of the group's album were nowhere to be seen, and it was later revealed that they would be ready on the 23rd of April, which was the case. Now, included in the album were photo cards, and these photo cards featured each Blackpink member with a bruise on their face, and this blew up with people claiming that the girls were glorifying, glamorizing, and using physical abuse as an aesthetic. So let's talk about it. Am I personally the biggest fan of the photo cards? No, and that's because of an argument that a small number of people were making when this initially blew up, and that was that it could be really triggering to those who have experienced or witnessed domestic abuse. At the end of the day, regardless of the intent, photos like that coming with the album with no previous forewarning could bring up unwanted memories or thoughts for someone who has or is currently linked to abuse. So in that sense, I do view it as a little inconsiderate on Blackpink's creative team's part. Some people will be triggered, and that's something that I personally can acknowledge and sympathise with. What I don't acknowledge, however, and what doesn't sit right with me, is people trying to force a narrative that in no way reflects the original message and meaning behind Kill This Love and its concept. Now, as I said earlier, very few people's main argument was that the photo cards could be triggering despite its true meaning, because in comparison, so many people jumped on the bandwagon that Blackpink's whole concept was centered around abuse, that they were promoting dangerous messages in their music video, and that they are these horrible, evil, and insensitive girls. So let's break down each of these accusations one by one. First accusation, the comeback's theme being abuse. Now this one took me by surprise because it literally came out of nowhere. Not once has the word abuse ever been used in the description of Kill This Love by either the girls or the writers and producers of this song.
Feeling toxic love that hurts us, that makes us vulnerable, that makes us weak, and to really find ourselves within those loves, like what makes us confident and comfortable when we're in love.
The key word has always been toxic, and newsflash people, toxic does not equal abuse. Physical and mental abuse can of course be components of a toxic relationship, but the word stretches far beyond that. A relationship that's full of lies or over-exaggerations can be toxic. The person you're with being able to sweet talk and wriggle their way out of any situation you face without actually addressing the problem could be toxic. Two people simply staying in a relationship that has clearly run its course out of convenience could be toxic. And being with someone who you have fun with but isn't conducive to the successful future you have planned for yourself could also be considered toxic. Point is, there are far too many examples of a toxic situation that I feel like if something as big as domestic abuse was included in their concept, we would know. To be honest, the type of toxic relationship KTR was talking about was confirmed from the very beginning, but we'll get into that later on. Now, I've seen many people going around saying Blinks were the first ones to say it was about domestic violence. One Blink theorised that this was the issue being tackled, and a group of Blinks agreed, but the overwhelmingly popular theory was that they were trying to end a toxic situation and get rid of the part of themselves that they viewed to be vulnerable and weak in the process. Ultimately, Kill This Love is about going to war with yourself and the toxic relationship you need to end. You're killing that toxic love and the part of you that can't hang with the confident, strong-minded woman you're in the process of becoming. Second thing I've seen floating around, Blackpink are promoting dangerous messages in their music video. This one made me laugh a little bit because it literally seems like a whole lot of groups can use symbolism to relay a message in their music videos, no matter how violent, and get all the applause in the world, but when it's Blackpink, it's a problem. I've seen people with their whole chest claiming that Blackpink are promoting suicide and self-harm in their music video. Really? Rose and Jisoo's scenes in the music video, which clearly represents them killing the weak part of themselves that's holding them back, promotes suicide and self-harm? Because if that's the case, then a lot of you need to be calling your faves out for promoting any serious issue that is or has ever been highlighted in their music videos. I've seen some people even label the chant at the end as quote-unquote unsettling and claim that that alludes to physical abuse, and I'm just like, what? Like, are you serious? Some of you are really looking for reasons to be offended by the girls. third thing that some people are trying to ram down everyone's throats: Blackpink are these really horrible human beings. Now, this is a narrative that has long preceded this controversy, and I actually think a number of non-fans have caught on to this, because I see some people calling it out these days, and it's the crazy way in which people try to villainize the girls. Once the whole photocards mess started gaining traction, you had people yelling about how awful the members were, how they themselves were so disgusting for quote-unquote using abuse as an aesthetic, how this was the final straw in a list of horrible things the girls had done. I mean, just going on and on and on about how gross they were. Now look, I understand not being into Blackpink's music because music is subjective. I even understand not being into the girls because we all have personality types that we do and don't vibe with. But you would honestly think that Blackpink have stolen some people's boyfriends and completely wiped out families, judging by how hateful some of you are about them. The way some of you have just let your "I hate YG, not Blackpink" masks slip off and reveal your true colours is amazing. There are a good number of people out there who want a group of girls who've done nothing to them's lives ruined and careers gone, and that is scary. The type of scary that should probably seek medical or psychological help, like I'm not playing. It's also ironic how some of you love to harp on about how Blackpink has zero creative output and are puppets, yet once these photocards hit, they were suddenly the spawn of Satan and completely responsible for this. It's really sad that this false perception of the girls that some people spread is genuinely believed by certain individuals out there, when the girls are so cute and literally sit in their corner or in the dungeon and mind their business for the most part. Now, I know some of you are thinking it's all good and well filming this whole video, but the photocards are still an issue, and in a way I agree. I think the group's team definitely should have been more careful. However, taking into account everything from lyrics to the MV and even to some of the outfits, my interpretation of the photocards is that those are their battle scars. Thematically, Kill This Love definitely has a warrior vibe going on, and during and after almost every war you have injuries and casualties. In this case, the casualties are the toxic relationship and the weak and vulnerable parts of themselves that they want gone. But despite being the victors in that war, they themselves are injured, and they still have a lot of pain and hurt that will only heal with time. That's what those bruises represent to me. I'm going to end this video with some words from Becca Boom. Becca Boom is the original writer of Kill This Love. The song is her baby, her conception, and she had some things to say. I'm just going to insert the first Instagram post she made about the meaning of Kill This Love. That was on the day it was released and hit #1 on the US iTunes chart. Feel free to pause the video so you can read that. Now, a few hours after the photocards issue blew up, she made another post going into further detail about what the song meant to her as the original writer. And I'm just going to read that for you really quickly. So Becca says, "Kill This Love is about being with someone you know is wrong for you and loving them so much it hurts you so badly to leave, but at the same time, you know it would hurt more to stay. About relationships where the love is good, it's amazing, and you find yourself staying for those highs, even though most of the time it's just lows. We all put ourselves through hell for someone we love, and so many times we're in relationships and don't even know why we're staying. We're unhappy, but we stay. You give your everything, you plan a life together, you make yourself so vulnerable to someone and it breaks your heart, your soul, to think that it's all for nothing in the end. You try to force it to work. Through arguments, through lies, through affairs, there are so many different ways people get hurt. But this song is about realizing that no matter how much you feel you love someone, if you know it's wrong for you, end it. Kill it because it's killing you inside. And no one should be in a relationship that makes you feel dead. Whether it's love relationships or friendships, recognize when it's toxic. It's sad, it hurts, it's hard to do, and it will make you cry, but you have to end it." So that's what Becca had to say, and honestly it sums everything up really. It's gonna hurt, it's gonna be painful, but end whatever toxic situation you're in before it completely consumes you. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I have more content coming out soon. Definitely like and share this video as well, and I'll see you guys in the next one.